right now.
Good morning and happy weekend. We're over here.
Yeah, we are.
Over here. All right, so no Sarah Costa today, but don't worry. We got you covered. Hey, it's just about the holiday season. It's starting to feel a lot more like Christmas.
It is.
You kind of look like Christmas. I love it.
Thank you. I wore my little Santa Claus earrings today.
So our producers hit me with a spot-on question at like 4 in the morning. What are your favorite Christmas movies? Before I divulge mine, start us off.
Gotta love Elf. I think Elf has been my number one. And then both Home Alone 1 and 2 are pretty great.
Home Alone 1 was on my list.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. What else?
I threw one to our producers, and one of them, MJ, hit me with, I didn't even know that was a movie.
What movie?
Jingle All the Way.
Oh, yes. With
Classic.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes.
It has not aged well. That's all I will say. We watched it last year, and it's a fun movie, though, for sure. Yeah, and this weekend we're finally going to see some sun in San Antonio. It's been a cloudy few days here, but we will be looking at sunny skies around the Alamo City. Right now, though, it's chilly and 47 degrees, 47 in New Braunfels, 43 in Bernie. Hey, take a look at Kerrville. Kerrville's at 39. They were dealing with some brief fog earlier, but with winds from the north because of a front yesterday, that fog is starting to really clear. So as you look at your weather setup, here's that front moving through the Gulf of Mexico, bringing some rain across the Mississippi, but we've got dry air filtering into Texas and San Antonio, so that means sunshine for us. It will be a little windy, though, today. We'll have a few gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, but becoming chilly tonight. So if you have those Christmas office parties this weekend, just know it's going to be chilly in the evening. Cold morning tomorrow, right near 38, and 69 degrees tomorrow for your Sunday. Coming up, there will be a few communities in the Hill Country that briefly see freezing early tomorrow morning. I'll show you those details and when we can expect rain next in San Antonio. Coming up next.
Thank you, Sarah. Now to the latest, as we learn more about the case of these 3 San Antonio police officers who are charged in the shooting death of a woman, we're also finding that the Bexar County District Attorney's Office, well, they might have a difficult time getting these officers convicted. 2 of the 3 officers, they are facing murder charges in the shooting death of Melissa Perez. The 3rd officer charged with aggravated assault. Remember, last June, a story that we told you about first here on KSAT, Perez was shot in her home while having what is described as a mental health crisis. And we spoke with a prosecutor and a defense attorney. Both agreed that it's rare for a jury to convict police officers.
Well, it's extremely difficult simply because I think most people, rightly so, want to have confidence in their local law enforcement to protect them. I mean, and I agree with that.
You have to take into consideration the fact that these are peace officers who are out in the streets attempting to protect people and to make sure that folks are safe.
Now, the 3 indicted officers are expected to be arraigned next month. Well, a man taken to the hospital with critical injuries after being shot in the stomach west of downtown. So take a look. This is what we know right now. Police tell us that the shooting, it all happened around 8 last night. This all unfolded on West Commerce near Old Highway 90. 2 people got into an argument that ended with gunfire. A man in his 30s shot in the stomach. At last check, taken to the hospital. He had to undergo surgery. So far, no suspects apprehended. In fact, police say they are still investigating, trying to figure out who exactly is even responsible.
On a 1 to 10, right? If 1 is sober and 10 is drunk serving, what number do you feel like they're at right now?
Maybe a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Or less than that.
All right, that is video of star UTSA wide receiver Joshua Cephas being questioned by police after rolling over in his vehicle last December. The Bexar County District Attorney's Office releasing footage of the arrest and releasing the blood alcohol analysis paperwork after Cephas pleaded no contest to a DWI. Now, that paperwork shows that he had a blood alcohol level of 0.183. That is more than twice the legal limit to drive after that early morning crash near the UTSA campus. Now, the senior avoided jail time in the case in exchange for serving 15 months probation. Cephas finishes his college career December 19th when UTSA plays Marshall in the Frisco Bowl. Well, the city says it's not a shelter, and they also say it is not a secret. But how open have they really been about the Airport Transfer Center? That's at least what they're calling it. It's a city-owned building that apparently has been used for the past 8 months as a waiting area for migrants waiting on their flights out of San Antonio. Garrett Berger digs into how transparent the Alamo City has been, or have they not been, about the ATC.
Besides some traffic cones and porta potties, there's nothing indicating that this nondescript building at the edge of the airport is a waiting area for migrants with plane tickets. The city manager told us earlier this week they started operating it in mid-May, so there wouldn't be hundreds of people sleeping in the terminals.
Frankly, we had no other room in the terminal. It has not been a secret. I've heard it referred to as us hiding migrants, which is completely ridiculous. All we're doing is facilitating the onward travel.
But until a news story about the Airport Transit Center last week, the city seems to have been largely or even totally silent about it. The Walsh says council members did know. A few of them didn't remember being told for sure it was happening. As for whether the city should have been more open with the public at large,
well, I think it was apparent what we were trying to do.
Walsh told us Tuesday that city staff had found media statements from May, though we didn't know to which outlet exactly. We asked for copies of those on Tuesday and today. The city still has not produced them.
We went looking ourselves through local news stories, and not just ours, trying to find any mention between May and last week when the story broke of this facility behind me. So far, I haven't found any.
Nor was it the apparent subject of any of the 261 city and city council news releases issued since May. The only possibility we found was a statement that 2 KSAT reporters received on May 11th, around the time Title 42 was ending. It mentioned contingency plans being developed, but didn't say what they were. And the city promised to share details if it was implemented. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Happening on Monday, our next installment of Know My Neighborhood. This time we're taking to the east side, the historic neighborhood of Dignity Hill. Here's a look at what to expect.
It's situated on a hill overlooking the downtown center of the city.
One time you couldn't give away the east side. Man, it's like, I can't wait till I get my hands on it, you know.
Do I want to walk outside of my house and 2 blocks later I'm at the best coffee shop in the city? Yes, but at what expense?
What I've seen was the people change. More people with money came in.
Fast food, they're everywhere. But if you want to eat anything even remotely healthy, it's not in your neighborhood at all.
Just because it's been going on for a long time doesn't mean that, it should be going on.
That's where the need is. The shelter shouldn't be far away. The shelter should be accessible.
I think we need to quit trying to get rid of them and start helping them.
We want to be a part of Dignity as well. So I think that's what makes us really, really close.
You can watch Know My Neighborhood Dignity Hill Monday, 6 p.m. You can also watch it at KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or anywhere you stream KSAT. Oh, so if you're a Spurs fan or you live in San Antonio, you've probably been aware of the streak of 18 demoralizing, heart-wrenching losses. And, well, the streak is over. Last night's rematch between the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Lakers ended that losing streak. First quarter, here we go. We see LeBron James in the building. I don't know how I feel about the court, but here it is, Molly. There we go. Malachi Branham backing into the wall. Don't worry, Victor's there. Wemby coming in flying for the slam dunk. Second quarter, LeBron staring down James. There it is. All right. Well, that's the 2003 first pick against the 2023 first overall pick. An all-time moment. James nailed that step back right at halftime. San Antonio is still in front with a 12-point lead. Wemby letting it fly, a 3 of his own. That's 3 of his 13 points. Also grabbed 15 boards, another double-double. Finally, Devin Vassell making up for a bit of a cold streak. He had 36 points on the night. The Spurs take down the Lakers, 129-115. Remember, breaking the 18-game losing streak. And, of course, after you break the streak with this young crew, emotions running a little high.
Did y'all see Devin Vassell?
Have you noticed him? Yeah.
Man, and it's crazy. We got so many doubters, this and that, man. He had couple bad games. But, man, as I tell you all the time, man, that's what he do.
I think in the beginning my 3 was falling, and then really third quarter, second quarter when it wasn't, just getting to the basket.
It's been a minute, so yeah, it does feel good. Kind of felt like a playoff game to me, but of course we have to feel good about it. So we love that feeling. We want to repeat it.
Yeah, we would also love the Spurs to repeat it. The 4-20 Spurs, you heard that correctly, 4-20. They're back on the court tomorrow. New Orleans Pelicans and Zion Williamson visiting the Alamo City. Tip-off set for 2:30. And fun fact, while we see the big man there, the #1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, it seems like he has the most double-doubles of a teenager since Dwight Howard. There you go. Time now, 6:10, 46 degrees. We got a lot more to come here on GMSA. After the break, a look at the latest image coming from across the universe, why it's considered so powerful. Good morning and welcome back. All right, now look at your screen. Time to look up. Check this out. NASA releasing images of what they call the most powerful solar flare in 6 years. This fiery flash happened midday Thursday. It caused some radio interference on Earth for a short time.
Yeah, so the solar phenomenon was captured by a spacecraft that has been monitoring the sun's activity since 2010. The last strongest solar flare was recorded on September 10th in 2017. And you may be asking, okay, well, solar flare, does that mean we get hotter? No, that's not the case. So this is more so affects those electromagnetic things like the radios and stuff like that. So interesting to see that solar flare there. Isn't it amazing? Our sun is amazing.
It's really cool, and it's so big picture. Have you watched Leave the World Behind on Netflix?
I have not watched it. Should
That's
I?
like, you definitely should. Definitely
Okay.
recommend. It's very good. But it's something like that where I'm like, oh, wow.
Sun fact, the light we see from the sun is 8 minutes old.
Nice.
It takes 8 minutes for the light from the sun to get to us. So if for some reason the sun was about to went out real quick, we wouldn't notice for 8 minutes, but that's not in the forecast for the day today, thank goodness. In the forecast, tons of sunshine for us. Here's a look at the weather setup. You can see that there's some rain across areas near the Mississippi River. This is that same system that brought us some rain yesterday, really only a few tenths of an inch of rainfall yesterday. The front has moved through. Behind that front, we've got some drier air moving in, but you can see this is a pretty big system. I mean, they're getting snowfall across parts of the Great Lakes, and again, for us in San Antonio, it's going to mean nothing but sunshine. However, those winds are going to pick up behind the front today. So if there was one hiccup in the forecast, one nuisance-y thing, it would be that the winds are going to gust potentially up to 25 to 30 miles per hour during the first part of the day here. By the evening, winds are really going to start to calm, and that's going to be the perfect recipe for cooling temperatures. So we've got much drier air moving in behind that front. It's been cloudy the last several days. We've had areas of rainfall, but with that drier air moving in, we'll see nothing but sun and comfortable dew points. Temperatures behind this front on the cold side, it's 32 degrees in Lubbock. Now with the dry air in place by tomorrow morning, we're likely going to be pretty cold. I'll show you those morning lows in a bit, but first I want to get you through your day today. Here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Sunny skies, 8 o'clock, it'll still be 49. By 10, 54, and it is by 10 that we'll start to see those winds pick up. Again, sustained from the north, 10 to 15, gusts up to 25 possible. Temperatures will get into the 60s in the afternoon. We'll be right at 65 degrees this afternoon in San Antonio. Elsewhere, it should be 68 in Del Rio, 69 in Carrizo Springs, 62 in Kerrville, 66 in Canyon Lake. By the way, 65 right where we're supposed to be this time of year. That's the average high in San Antonio. I mentioned that with the dry air in place, it's going to cool down quickly tonight. If you have plans tonight out and about, a lot of people do as the holiday gets closer, just know you're going to want to bundle up. This is a look at early tomorrow morning. We're likely going to stay above freezing in San Antonio. Not really concerned about a freeze in San Antonio or New Braunfels for that matter. Should be 38 though. That's still plenty cold. However, up in the hill country, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, Junction, perhaps even Bandera, a brief light freeze is possible. We're talking only an hour or so where temperatures will be at or just below freezing. So if you live up in the hill country and you want to be safe rather than sorry, it might be a good idea to cover those plants or bring them inside. Then in the week ahead, this ridge of high pressure is going to keep us dry, and you can already see this in the weather setup. A lot of rainfall near that front, but around this ridge of high pressure, there's no rain. It's going to stay dry for the most part in the week ahead. No rain in our forecasts until potentially Friday and Saturday, and even then the rain right now is looking to be isolated, so only a few showers possible on Friday and Saturday. So it is going to be a quiet and fairly mild week. We'll We'll have chilly mornings in the 40s and cool and comfortable afternoons in the 60s and near 70. Clouds return Thursday and Friday with rain chances picking up into next weekend. And if you're curious about the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast, I've got a look at that coming up in the next half hour. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Good morning, welcome back. So every year, Wreaths Across America places wreaths on military headstones for the holiday season. Last month, we told you about the effort to cover one of the largest military cemeteries in the country, Fort Sam Houston. John Paul Barajas takes us to another military city cemetery here, and they're also placing wreaths honoring those men and women who served our country.
To be quite honest with you, I was stationed at Fort Sam Houston for 15 years. Did not know this cemetery existed till after I retired. Absolutely gets a hold of your heart.
And for that reason, Wesley Salmons, a nonprofit community for veterans families, wants to make sure another cemetery with a rich history isn't forgotten.
George Kelly's buried here in this cemetery. He was the first aviator killed on active duty on the parade field at Fort Sam.
Salmons walked us through San Antonio National Cemetery.
A flag on it.
Established in 1867, it's the oldest military cemetery in Texas.
Harry Wurzbach is buried in this cemetery. John Bullis, at Camp Bullis, was named after, is buried in this cemetery. I can't imagine what it was like for these guys.
He now frequents the graves of soldiers past to pay his respects and says the least he can do is try and make sure every headstone here has a wreath for the holidays.
It's absolutely heart-rendering. It's the most thoughtful thing that I've ever done is to place a wreath on those that can no longer give.
It's a special moment Salmon shares with countless volunteers made of veterans, their families, and civilians who want to give back to those who gave to our country.
Remembering those forgotten heroes, because not enough people know about this cemetery, and we are working to do that. And our ceremony on the 16th.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
And if you want to step up and help out, listen up. San Antonio National Cemetery, located at 517 Paso Hondo Street. Now, Community for Veterans Families, they say wreaths will start arriving around 9 a.m. today. Anyone who wants to help out is invited to go. Time now, 6:23, 46 degrees. All right, we have an amazing Texas Eats. David Elder checking out the namesake sandwich at Max and Louie's New York Diner. We checked in with him before and after he went. Things he had to say. I'm so jealous. We need a taste test. We're going to check in with him right after the break.
You can't find this anywhere else. Look at this thing. The Max and Louie is a beast. You got that burger patty on there. You have the 3 pieces of bread on there, that rye bread. You got the pastrami on there. You have all the sauerkraut, melted cheese, perfection. Look at the cross section on this thing. All right, we got to sit down and keep eating. Let's do it.
Oh, that looks incredible. All right, new Texas Eats coming up today, 10 a.m. But for now, time is 6:27, 46 degrees before we head to break. Taking a live look out at the Alamo City. A chilly start to the weekend. Holidays on Houston opens tonight as their grand opening. So if you and the family want to get in that Christmas spirit, we're going to keep you posted. All the information that you need to know. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend, 6:30 this morning. I gotta say, 46 degrees, starting to feel like Christmas out there. Have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life?
I have.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course. There's so many people out there who have not. I'm gonna put our producer, Caitlin, on the spot here. Caitlin, okay.
She loves the movie, and she's Gen Z. So there is an awesome thing there. That's good. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. By Christmas, though, it's not necessarily going to be cold outside. Okay. And coming up, I do have a look at the Christmas preview. Still a while away, so we can't get into the nitty-gritty of the details, but we at least have an idea. Now, outside right now, though, it is chilly. It's 41 in Kerrville, 43 in Rock Springs, 47 in Del Rio, 47 here in San Antonio, 47 in New Braunfels, 50 in Cotulla. Good morning, Uvalde. It's 42 degrees. As we look at today's forecast, quick warm-up in the forecast. We are going to be seeing temperatures climbing into into the 60s this afternoon, 65 degrees under totally sunny skies. If you've missed the sun, I know I have, it is back today. And then tonight, if you have any evening plans, and a lot of folks do tonight, it is going to be chilly quickly, so don't get caught without that jacket this evening. Windy too today with gusts up to 30 miles per hour, particularly in the mid-morning into the early afternoon hours. Now it's very dry outside, and we're going to continue to see dry conditions through at least Tuesday. By Wednesday, the humidity will be slightly noticeable, but still pleasant. So over the next few days, very dry, comfortable weather. So finally, some sunshine this weekend. That's the main weather headline today. It will mainly be a quiet week with dry air in place, but rain chances return by Friday. And of course, I do have that Christmas sneak peek for you. Stick around for that and a look at the full forecast coming up. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. We know there's so much going on in and around San Antonio this weekend, and for so many families, it is a fun-filled weekend. However, for a lot of drivers, it could be a little chaotic on the roadway. RJ Marquez breaking down what you need to know about parking and traffic in downtown San Antonio.
All right, it is going to be a jam-packed weekend across the downtown area here. So we're going to let you know some information on some events taking place. First thing, holidays on Houston. That's going to be taking place around Legacy Park. And of course, Houston, a lot of activations in that area. USAA and Valero are both holding their corporate parties this weekend there in the downtown area. Magical Cirque is also going to be taking place here, and the Nutcracker at the Lila Cockrell Theater. Magical Cirque Christmas, that one's going to be at the Majestic. So the city is advising right now that you use 2 parking garages. Now, there's going to be a lot of parking garages, obviously city owned, but these are the best 2 when it comes to availability. The St. Mary's Garage there on East Travis Street, and also the City Tower Garage. That's going to be on West Commerce Street. So all of these are walking distance to the Riverwalk if you're not going to be there for any of these holiday events. And we also have walking distance to the Majestic Theater, a lot of different parts of the city that you can get access to from these 2 parking garages. Let's take a look at some drone video that we shot the other day, and to kind of give you a look here at some of these parking garages that we're talking about. The St. Mary's Garage, again, this is going to be the closest location to the Majestic and also Travis Park. So if you're going to go check out the tree, this is an option for you right there. So we have, of course, a lot of availability in that parking garage there. And then we're going to show you another one here. This, of course, is the Convention Center Garage. Now, this is going to be very busy. Again, Valero, they're going to have their event at the Grand Hyatt, USAA at the Convention Center. There's also the Pokemon Regional Championships at the Convention Center that day as well. The Lila Cockrell Theater is in this area, and they, of course, are showing the Nutcracker in the evening. So the South Alamo lot may be a good option there if you are headed out to this part of downtown San Antonio near the Convention Center and the Alamo Dome. So visitors, of course, are being asked to consider using public transportation, rideshare. Also, maybe if you're parking, just kind of expect to maybe get a little bit of walking there. As we give you back outside here, one more quick look at our map, and you can see again we have these 2 parking garages that are going to have the most availability. There's going to be a lot of things going on throughout downtown San Antonio on Saturday. We have a full map of all these city-owned garages on KSAT.com. Make sure to check that out if you're headed downtown, and be safe, everyone, this weekend.
Thank you, RJ. This morning, we are learning more information about a body found in northwest Bexar County. The Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar identifying the body as 51-year-old Pete Gonzalez Eguia. The sheriff said he's a resident of San Marcos. He was reported missing last month. Body discovered just this past Saturday. Now, he was found, I actually told you about this here on GMSA Weekends. He was found on Escondido Road, the northwestern part of Bexar County. While there's still questions about the case, the sheriff says the body showed signs that it was actually dragged. So if you have any information that can help investigators, you're asked to call Bexar County Sheriff's Office. That number on the bottom of your screen, 210-335-6000. And speaking of investigators needing your help, San Antonio Police and Crime Stoppers asking for your assistance in finding the man on your screen. They say he is responsible for making a terroristic threat just yesterday. Now, all of this unfolded at St. Matthew's Catholic Church. Police responded to a call just before 2 about the suspect entering the church requesting a priest. After being told there was not any available, the suspect said he had a car full of explosives. Police still searching for the suspect. If you have any information, please contact the number at the bottom of your screen, 210-224-STOP. And that is not the only Crime Stoppers case to tell you about. Police also asking for your assistance in finding a suspect involved in an aggravated robbery. Now, this one unfolded November 25th. It happened around 3 in the morning at Bowman Ridge near Houseman Road. San Antonio police telling us a man was actually shot after confronting the suspect as they were trying to break into the victim's vehicle. So take a look at your screen. If any information that can help investigators, again, that number 210-224-STOP. Well, San Antonio is Military City, USA, and a San Antonio veteran sending out a warning to other apartment tenants and disabled veterans after her vehicle was actually towed just steps from her front door. Margaret Sanders thought her car had been stolen, only to later find out it was towed away. After some investigation, she discovered it was because she had just placed a new license plate on her vehicle. She discovered an agreement between her apartment complex actually gives Bear Towing Company permission to haul vehicles with plates that aren't registered. The veteran says there should be more compassion for our local disabled veterans.
What do you do now?
Well, cry over the money that I just had to spend out, the $295, but I mean, people need to care more about people than money.
It's true. KSAT reached out to the towing company, who responded with a lengthy statement, in part explaining that the agreement with the apartment complex between the towing company, they also added, quote, the presence of a disabled veteran license plate does not exempt any vehicle from parking regulations, end quote. Well, we have new information in the case of Matthew Perry. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says that the Friends star died from effects of ketamine. Remember, Perry died October 28th after he was found unresponsive in the swimming pool of his house. The autopsy results released just yesterday. That report also found the late actor drowned in the heated end of the pool, and that was a secondary factor to the death. Before he passed, Perry had been taking ketamine-infused therapy to deal with depression and anxiety. He was only 54 years old. Well, former New York mayor and attorney for President Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, ordered to pay $148 million, all in damages, to 2 former Georgia election workers. Now, the women sued Giuliani for defamation. This after he spread lies about them while trying to keep then President Donald Trump in power after the 2020 election loss. Both women claiming that they suffered harassment and even racist threats as a result of Giuliani's claims. Still unclear if Giuliani will be able to pay all the money. $148 million is a lot, since one of his former attorneys has actually sued him over unpaid legal fees. Giuliani, of course, in the aftermath of the damages, has since said he will appeal the decision. Well, before we head to break, as 2023 is coming to an end, we want to give you a look back here at KSAT 12 from the amazing stories, the breaking news, and of course, what comes next.
Good morning. Hope you had a wonderful weekend.
We start with a traffic alert this noon.
We want to get you right to a breaking story just into our newsroom.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to start with our weather.
Back to work, back to school in the morning, and you want the umbrella.
The San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama.
We are approaching complete annularity here.
You know I don't want to talk to you.
To the 2023 Battle of Flowers Parade. It is the 2nd annual KSAT Pigskin Classic.
The 11th annual Dia de los Muertos right here at Hemisphere.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend. Look at that, a gorgeous sunrise.
Yeah, great start to the day there. Finally seeing the sun, Max. It has been a cloudy few days here for us.
Yesterday, so my parents just went to Austin for the first time ever yesterday.
Okay.
It was nice, it's fine.
Yeah.
San Antonio's better, but that's neither here nor there. But coming back and getting stuck in the fog and the rain and the traffic. It was a 2.5-hour trip.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You ran onto that traffic on 35.
Yeah.
That's another reason to kind of stay in San Antonio. It really is. But yeah, we're finally going to see some sunshine this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Take that walk, enjoy some time outdoors. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's chilly right now in the 40s, but as you can see, even by 10, we'll be in the 50s. By 10, though, it will become windy. We've got some winds that are going to pick up today from the north, sustained at 15 miles per hour, but we could see some gusts up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So windy afternoon for us, but we will get into the 60s with plenty of sunshine. 61 by noon, 65 for the afternoon high. And by this evening, though, those winds will subside. So if you have late night plans, a lot of people are going to be going to company parties this weekend or just Christmas parties in general. It is going to be a chilly night. Temperatures will dip into the 40s after sunset, but it is going to be a pleasant afternoon. 66 in Canyon Lake, 68 in Hondo, 68 in Del Rio, 68 in Beeville, maybe 71 in Pleasanton, 68 in Floresville, 66 in Seguin, 64 Helotes. Bernie, you'll be at 64, 64 in Bulverde as well. Right along the average for the high this time of year, which is 65. Now, we've got dry air in place. We had a cold front move through. That dry air has moved in. Dry air cools down very quickly. So overnight tonight, we're going to see temperatures cool into the 30s by early tomorrow morning. Notice around San Antonio, it will be above freezing, so you won't need to worry about your plants. Of course, make sure your pets have a warm place to stay, but you won't have to worry about your plants in San Antonio or south of San Antonio near Floresville. It's going to be above freezing for many locations, but up in the hill country, Kerrville, Bandera, Comfort, most of Kendall County, likely going to briefly touch freezing early tomorrow morning. So if you want to use caution up in the hill country, it might be best to bring in some of those potted plants. And of course, make sure your pets have a warm place to stay. Then our next weather headline is that it's going to be mainly quiet this week. We really won't see much of a rain chance until Thursday, Friday. And here's a look at our next rain chance. This is a look at Thursday. Thursday, there will be a low pressure system in the Pacific sending bursts of energy our way, so that by Friday, I think we'll have about 30% coverage of showers. So not a big rain chance, but the chance is there. And hopefully, I mean, we need rain, so maybe we'll see those rain chances tick up. That'll continue into the weekend. This is a look at Saturday, the 23rd. And then by Christmas Eve, Sunday, I do think we could still have 1 or 2 isolated showers in the forecast. So as we look ahead to an early sneak peek of Christmas, Christmas Eve, a small rain chance with temperatures in the 60s, and then Christmas Day, Monday, we're likely going to be in the 60s. There's an off chance for a stray shower, but odds are right now that Christmas Day should be dry for the most part. Now, this is an early sneak peek, 10 days plus away from Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we will be adjusting the forecast, but this is the early forecast for you. Temperatures in the 60s. I do not think we're going to be cold. The only thing that could change here is a slight change in the temperatures to warmer or a slight increase in the rain chances. That's the only thing that can change about that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast. It is not going to be cold. Unlike last year when we got down to 22 degrees Christmas morning. But as we've said, I've done a whole article on KSAT.com about Christmas pasts here in San Antonio. We have seen temperatures in the 70s. We've even seen temperatures in the 90s on Christmas Day. And we have seen temperatures as cold as last year when we got down to 22. Otherwise, the week ahead is going to be fairly quiet, chilly mornings, cool afternoons with rain chances picking up by Friday.
All right, there's so much going on in and around San Antonio. There's a picture-perfect weekend to walk around downtown.
Absolutely. It's going to be great for downtown activities.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Time now, 6:49, 45 degrees. All right, Sarah, have you done your holiday shopping yet?
I have.
Okay, you're done. You're locked in. No more pressure. All right. Well, if you are finishing some of those holiday shopping events this weekend, want to stick to a budget coming up next, and look at some of the items that you can actually buy for a cheaper price. But if you win lottery, who cares about cheap prices? We're going to take a look at these lotto numbers. Your pick 3, 982, Fireball 0. Daily 4, 4695, Fireball 3. Cash 5, 6, 23, 24, 25, 26. Look at that. And the Mega Millions 10, 20, 28, 40, 54. Big number 12. Mega Plier 2. Good luck. We'll We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. If you're wrapping up your holiday shopping, trying to stick to that budget, here's an idea. Give refurbished. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz explains how to shop for the best refurbished goods to put under your tree.
Wanting to surprise somebody with a perfect gift, but the price is out of budget? Think refurbished, especially electronics. It can save you a lot of money.
We found that you can save between 15 and 20%, plus an additional 10% for each year since the product's been released. Versus buying new.
So what exactly are you getting when you buy refurbished? It's a used product that's been fixed up to be as good as new. There's a difference between a refurbished product and a used one you may find on Craigslist, eBay, or other online marketplaces. You can find all kinds of things refurbished, tablets, phones, laptops, but of course you want them to be quality, so there are some things to look for. First, look for a certified reseller. An ISO certified reseller will replace defective parts with new ones instead of used ones, or buy refurbished directly from the manufacturer like Apple or Samsung. Next, look for a warranty that lasts at least 30 days. eBay's certified refurbished products are protected for 2 years. Apple, Bose, Walmart, and Samsung a full year. Best Buy's warranties are good for 90 days. Some credit card companies will extend the coverage as long as it comes with a pre-existing warranty. Make sure you have at least 30 days for returns because it may take some time to notice any issues. Amazon and Walmart offer a refund or replacement for 90 days if your purchase isn't working as expected. Apple limits you to 14 days. Finally, it's a good idea to open up the product as soon as you buy it to be sure it works and has all of the accessories before you wrap it up as a gift. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Time now 6:54, 45 degrees. We'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back. We talk about the holidays just around the corner. Well, we know our community steps up and helps out. A local ministry giving back to the community in a big way this weekend. Gospel Vision Ministries hosting its annual toy giveaway this morning at the Barbara Jordan Community Center. This is the 20th year of the giveaway. More than 1,000 local children getting toys for Christmas. Earlier this month, we actually caught up with Reverend James Robinson talking about the importance of the event. He's teaming up with San Antonio football legend Priest Holmes to spread a little bit of Christmas spirit.
We just had an event there for Thanksgiving, and the line was about 3 miles long. So we want y'all to get there early to come out and have a good time.
I was a little tight at that time, trying to get on this bike probably, and I was there at church, and he was a little bit older than I was at that particular time, but he was also still someone giving back.
There you go. Chiefs legend, Priest Holmes. So the giveaway runs at 9 a.m. today until noon. Community Center located 2800 block of East Commerce Street. Also happening today and tomorrow, a chance to open your home to a pet in need. Petco and San Antonio Pets Alive hosting an adoption event, waiving adoption fees for all pets. Now, these adoption locations listed on the screen right there. We have all this information. If you're interested, any questions, concerns, comments, just head to KSAT.com.
All righty, outside right now, beautiful sunrise, and it is chilly. It's 46 degrees, but nice and dry out there too. So plenty of sunshine for us this weekend. Nice to see some sun after a cloudy few days. Today, though, we will see some winds gust up to about 30 miles per hour, so a bit breezy. 65 degrees, but winds will calm tonight, and it'll be cold tomorrow morning. 38 in San Antonio, above freezing, but up in the hill country near to Kerrville, there could be a brief light freeze. Cold morning Sunday, but a beautiful day, near 70 in the afternoon, and a fairly quiet weather week ahead. Temperatures climbing to from the 40s into the 60s just about every single day, with rain returning to the forecast by Friday.
Okay, car wash, we're safe?
Yeah, it'll last you through at least Thursday morning, so
okay.
It looks nice.
That's fair. All right, well, thank you so much for starting your morning, your weekend with us. We are going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America, but we'll see you back here, 8 a.m.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning and happy Saturday. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday, December 16th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. You're Sarah Spivey, not Sarah Costa.
No, Sarah is off this weekend. We miss her, but we're happy you guys are here with us. You know, it is going to be a beautiful weekend, Max. Last couple of days have been pretty cloudy.
Kind of gross, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of gross, a little difficult to go out and about, but this weekend, no excuses. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, lots of sunshine for us. Hey, take a look outside right now. You can clearly see that temperatures are warming already under sunny skies in San Antonio. So as we take a look at temperatures around the metro area, in San Antonio, it's 45 degrees, so chilly for sure, and winds are from the west at about 5 miles per hour. In New Braunfels, 47, 46 in Seguin, Bernie, low 40s in Kerrville too, and winds are starting to pick up in the hill country. We are going to see winds pick up here in San Antonio because a front has moved through, and as that drier air filters in, we could see some gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Sunny skies, 65 for the high. Tomorrow, another sunny day, but we'll have a cold morning near 38 with a high near 70 in the afternoon. Now, tomorrow morning, even though it'll stay above freezing in San Antonio, there are going to be a few areas that will experience a light freeze. Coming up, I'll have an update in the forecast for you, but of course it is the weekend and there are several big events taking place in the holidays. RJ, what can you tell us about the traffic happening downtown this busy weekend?
All right, it is going to be a jam-packed weekend across the downtown area here. So we're going to let you know some information on some events taking place. First thing, holidays on Houston. That's going to be taking place around Legacy Park. And of course, Houston, a lot of activations in that area. USAA and Valero are both holding their corporate parties this weekend there in the downtown area. Magical Cirque is also going to be taking place here, and the Nutcracker at the Lila Cockrell Theater. Magical Cirque Christmas, that one's going to be at the Majestic. So the city is advising right now that you use 2 parking garages. Now, there's going to be a lot of parking garages, obviously city owned, but these are the best 2 when it comes to availability. The St. Mary's Garage there on East Travis Street, and also the City Tower Garage. That's going to be on West Commerce Street. So all of these are walking distance to the Riverwalk if you're not going to be there for any of these holiday events. And we also have walking distance to the Majestic Theater, a lot of different parts of the city that you can get access to from these 2 parking garages. Let's take a look at some drone video that we shot the other day, and to kind of give you a nice look here at some of these parking garages that we're talking about. The St. Mary's Garage, again, this is going to be the closest location to the Majestic and also Travis Park. So if you're going to go check out the tree, this is an option for you right there. So we have, of course, a lot of availability in that parking garage there. And then we're going to show you another one here. This, of course, is the Convention Center Garage. Now, this is going to be very busy. Again, Valero, they're going to have their event at the Grand Hyatt, USAA at the Convention Center. There's also the Pokemon Regional Championships at the Convention Center that day as well. The Lila Cockrell Theater is in this area, and they, of course, are showing the Nutcracker in the evening. So the South Alamo lot may be a good option there if you are headed out to this part of downtown San Antonio near the Convention Center and the Alamo Dome. So visitors, of course, are being asked to consider using public transportation, rideshare. Also, maybe if you're parking, just kind of expect to maybe get a little bit of walking there. As we give you back outside here, one more quick look at our map, and you can see again we have these 2 parking garages that are going to have the most availability. There's going to be a lot of things going on throughout downtown San Antonio on Saturday. We have a full map of all these city-owned garages on KSAT.com. Make sure to check that out if you're headed downtown, and be safe, everyone, this weekend.
Thank you, RJ. We got a lot to tell you about today. Starting off in Texas, all eyes on the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, an attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, expected to file a lawsuit aimed at Senate Bill 4. Actually, aimed to go right at the bill the second it is signed into law. So, for those of you who haven't been joining us, all the legislative fun, the bill actually gives Texas officers authority to detain undocumented migrants. Now, Governor Greg Abbott, he still has some time to sign the policy into law. Last month on X, formerly known as Twitter, he made a statement saying he intended to do just that.
Our goal is to file the lawsuit far enough in advance of the entry into effect of the law in March of 2024 that we're able to present our argument in court and make sure that it's heard in time.
So we're going to explain why he addressed March of 2024. But for now, under Texas law, Governor Greg Abbott has until December 25th to sign Senate Bill 4 into law. Here's where March comes in. Even if he doesn't sign it into law, it would still become law, taking effect in March of 2024. However, the lawsuit from the ACLU and the attorney you just heard from that could hinder the effectiveness of the time frame. As of this week, almost 2 million Texans have lost their health insurance. It is the largest number of people any state has removed from health insurance coverage. Texas also dropping more than 500,000 people from Medicaid since the end of the pandemic era policy that actually prevented states from removing people from Medicaid. According to the state of Texas, around 65% of these removals, they occurred because of procedural reasons. Texas now has the largest coverage gap in our country. There's an estimated 772,000 residents here in the Lone Star State ineligible for Medicaid. And speaking of people down on their luck, new data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows the number of Texans living in poverty slightly declined during the 5-year period ending in 2022. These numbers come through several rural counties, and they saw their share of residents under the poverty line actually increase. Data shows an average of almost 14% of Texans live below the poverty line from 2018 to 2022. That's down from 16% of Texans in poverty from 2013 to 2017. Despite the overall reduction in poverty rates, 76 of Texas's 254 counties, they experienced an uptick in poverty rates from 2018 to last year. Majority of these counties being rural. Experts say the pandemic abruptly stunted economic growth, was then followed by a slow period of recovery boosted by federal child tax credits and infrastructure programs. So, children here do a lot of bad news, but if you're a Spurs fan, we have some great news this morning. Amazing game last night. You see the king, LeBron James. Well, he lost at the hands of this man. We'll say he's the new king for at least the next 24 hours. The 2003 first overall pick, LeBron James, losing to the 2023 first overall pick, Victor Wembanyama. It was a rematch between the Spurs and the Lakers, and it is an amazing sight to see. Not only you see the big man coming down from three, that's 3 of his 13 points in the game, another double-doubler for Victor, but this man, Devin Vassell, showing signs of life. He showed up and shelled out. Of course, our impromptu point guard, but Dev really stole the show, made up for a bit of a cold streak. He had 36 points on the night, and the Spurs ending an 18-game losing streak. They win here at home 129-115. The 4-20 Spurs back on the court tomorrow, hosting Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. 2:30.
You go, boys. One hand.
And, I mean, look, I'm not here to say how they won, why they won. They did win, and personally, I think it might have been fueled by the new H-E-B Spurs commercials. So 2 of these commercials actually aired during Wednesday's game, but more expected to come out this year. Now, H-E-B been posting behind the scenes on Instagram. Now we know Wemby is 17 H-E-B ice cream cartons tall. So there you go. And for all of you out there who have seen him carrying all the H-E-B bags, probably resonates, because for me, it's one trip and you're done. That's all you have. Time now, 8:08, 45 degrees. We got a lot more to come here on GMSA. A gorgeous day out there in the Alamo City. Look at that. The sun is out, but the temps are down. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey. How warm will it get today? What can we expect for Christmas morning? We're going to check in with her in just a few moments. Morning, welcome back. Well, clearly it is not quite lake weather where we see 45 degrees on the screen. Bernie City Council voting this week to completely ban alcohol at Bernie Lake. The Parks and Rec Department says there's been a huge boom in tourism and, well, people living in New Braunfels and Bernie, and they are hoping that this decision creates a more family-friendly atmosphere. If someone is caught with alcohol, get this, there's going to be a $200 fine.
And there's some better news over in South America, because it was a celebration in the heart of the Amazon. That's where 12,000 baby turtles were released into a river that divides Bolivia and Brazil. It's a part of a local government program that's trying to slowly boost numbers of the endangered Amazon turtle. I love seeing those little turtles going into the water there. Oh my goodness. Well, Turtles are cold-blooded, so they would be in for a bit of a shock today this morning.
I was going to say.
It's chilly out there.
It's chilly. So my parents are in town, so are my girlfriend's parents. So, hey, welcome to San Antonio if you're watching. They usually stream. Shameless plug. You can also always stream KSAT. But we plan to walk around downtown today. Is it going to get warmer?
It will.
Okay.
It's going to be a great day for your family, Max. So welcome to San Antonio. And for anybody visiting San Antonio today, really Chamber of Commerce weather. A little on the windy side, but we had that front move through last night. And so you can see that front is currently working its way through the Gulf of Mexico, bringing rain to the Mississippi River and areas as far north as Minneapolis. Now, behind that front, those winds are going to pick up from the north and from the west. And so we are going to have gusts up to about 30 miles per hour early this morning through the early afternoon hours. That's entirely possible. But watch what happens to winds tonight. They end up calming quite a bit, especially after sunset. So drier air is moving in from the north. You can already feel that out there. It feels fairly dry. The last couple of days we've been cloudy, we've been a little muggy, we've had some drizzle and some light rain. Well, that drier air moving in place is going to allow for plenty of sunshine. And when dry air is in place, it also allows us to cool down quickly and warm up quickly. And you can see that it is chilly across the panhandle of Texas. It's 31 in Lubbock. So we've got some cooler and drier air moving in, and temperatures will cool into the 30s by tomorrow morning. So as we take a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, really the biggest thing today are the winds. I'm just grateful that we're seeing some sun, though. It's been a while. It'll be 54 at 10, 61 and windy at noon, windy in the afternoon with temperatures topping off near 65. And then tonight, those winds will calm and it will become chilly quickly. A lot of people this weekend going to be going to Christmas or holiday parties, and just know that it is going to be chilly, so make sure to grab that jacket before you head out in the evening hours. Forecast highs right near the average. The average in San Antonio is 65, so we're right where we should be. It'll be 68 though in Hondo, 65 in Uvalde, 68 in Del Rio. Canyon Lake, you'll be at 66, 62 in Kerrville, 71 in Cotulla, 71 in Laredo. As I mentioned, we will quickly cool tonight. So much so, in fact, that we could have some chilly morning tomorrow morning with temperatures close to freezing in areas like the Hill Country, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, Junction. Here in San Antonio, though, we will stay above freezing, so you don't need to worry about your plants. 38 in San Antonio, 39 in Del Rio, 36 in Carrizo Springs, and 39 in Cotulla. Now, after the cold morning tomorrow, we'll end up warming up very nicely for your Sunday. It'll be near 70 degrees. Then this ridge in the upper levels of the atmosphere, this high pressure system, is going to move overhead, and it will stay dry. In fact, you can already see the influence of this high pressure system. Notice how dry it is across the western tier of the United States, while areas from the Mississippi and points eastward are going to be dealing with rain. So we will be trading the rain for drier weather in the coming days. No major rain chances until perhaps about Friday. That's when I expect to see at least some rain in south central Texas. So we've got a few dry days here, and that will continue into next weekend. So just to summarize, a cold morning tomorrow, 69 degrees for the high tomorrow, and chilly mornings in the 40s, comfortable afternoons in the 60s and 70s. Rain returns by Friday, and you may be thinking, what about Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? I've got your sneak peek coming up in just a bit. We'll be right back after the break.
Layla again? Layla. You got two arms. You've been very good. Very good this year.
Bye.
Oh, look at this. All right, this week, Victor Claus and Elf Julian, they were passing out gifts and holiday joy to children and families across the West Side. The Spurs partner annually with Elf Louise Christmas Project to provide joy to Bexar County's underserved children. So this Santa is 7'4", and their elf, not what we're used to seeing in Elf. This is more like a Will Ferrell elf. He is 6'7", and it was definitely a sight to see. But no, it is amazing. I mean, to see the Spurs step up, help out so many across the community. Plus, if you saw a 7'4" Santa come in, how does he even fit through the chimney? He's pretty skinny, so I get it.
I don't know. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I have yet to see Wemby in person, but I'm sure I won't be able to miss him.
Break your neck looking up at him. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of Christmas, we are going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
We kind of talked about it at 6 a.m. What are your favorite Christmas movies?
I love Elf.
Okay.
I love
Perfect.
Elf.
There you go.
Home Alone 1 and 2,
Nice.
really great. I also really like Four Christmases.
Okay, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's got Vince Vaughn in it and Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Well,
Pretty good.
let's see how well you actually know Christmas movies.
All right, let's try.
We have some, this is even fair. You said Elf is your favorite.
Yeah,
So the
but I
first
might not know the
question-
trivia of it.
That's fair. All right, so the first question we have on tap, who was originally supposed to play Buddy the Elf?
Oh my goodness.
The options, for those of you not looking at the screen, Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, who was actually just in San Antonio.
I'm going to go with Ben Stiller.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, man, we got sound effects.
They got sound effects.
Oh,
This is
my
fantastic. The answer, Jim Carrey.
Okay, well, I was wrong about that one. So I love the movie. I guess, don't know all of the things. So what is this what about Jim Carrey?
So he actually turned it down after Ace Ventura made him a household name. But honestly, and you know this,
I think Will Ferrell's perfect
He's
because
perfect.
he matches that innocence and also the silliness of the elf. It's just perfect.
Yeah. All right. So now to Home Alone.
Okay.
Weirdly, I don't know if they cultivated this just to the movies that you picked, but it works out this way. Now to Home Alone. True or false? The movie Kevin watches, Angels with Filthy Souls, is a real movie.
I'm going to go with false.
Oh.
Yay! I got it right.
Congratulations. False.
I can always tell because it looks like it was filmed and then they just put a black and white filter on top.
That's fair. So for those of you watching who remember the scene, it's the scene where Kevin uses that black and white movie called Angels with Filthy Souls to scare the wet bandits and a lot of people, including Seth Rogen and Chris Evans. They were shocked when they learned it wasn't a real film. But you're clearly smarter than that.
Yeah. Okay, so bonus round. Now it's your turn, Max.
Okay.
Okay. In Jingle All the Way, which is one of your favorite movies.
Got it. Okay.
Which shopping frenzy toy is the movie based on?
Ooh.
Barbie dolls, Cabbage Patch dolls, Tickle Me Elmo, or Legos? Again, in the movie, they go toy crazy over this toy, but which one is it actually based on?
Okay, I'm gonna go with B because I feel like the last two are later in this movie. It was based in the 90s.
Guess what, Max? You're correct.
Let's go.
You got one right, I got one wrong, and one right. So the story is based on the 1980s shopping frenzy over the Cabbage Patch dolls. However, it ended up perfectly mimicking the Tickle Me Elmo craze of 1996, which was the year that Jingle All the Way came out.
Okay, did you have a Tickle Me Elmo or a Cabbage Patch doll? I didn't have any of that. I had Legos, so.
The craze in the early 90s for me was, I don't know, some of you guys might remember this. It was a doll and you could feed it like peas and carrots and stuff like that, and it would disappear. I can't be the only one who remembers this.
You know what? Reach out to Sarah Spivey if this memory resonates with you too. Time now, 8:24.
And the bottles where they drank the orange juice and the milk.
It's 45 degrees out. Let's see. All right, one of our very own here in San Antonio, get this, is competing on the Food Network.
Cool.
That's awesome. That is up next in our Saturday Spotlight. Good morning and welcome back. While it is the most wonderful time of year, us Texans love Buc-ee's every day of the year. My parents just went to Buc-ee's for the first time.
Oh my goodness, were their minds blown?
Their minds were blown. My dad even got a t-shirt. It was a whole thing. So what you're looking at is Buc-ee's Gingerbread House, made by a tax collector's office up in Round Rock. Shouts to them, making taxes interesting. All right, with graham crackers, icing, and candy. It is a replica of the Buc-ee's Bastrop location.
They even have the little replica Teslas there and the police cars.
Oh, yeah.
That's really
Santa
impressive.
Taking off after getting the beaver nuggets, of course, which they tried and they're now addicted to. I'm sure it'll be a frequent stop for Santa as he visits the billions of homes.
Well, that is a great start. But in our Saturday Spotlight, a San Antonio local 12-year-old, Lila, is heading to the Kids Baking Championship on the Food Network.
Congratulations.
Along with 11 other kids, she has a chance to win $25,000, a spot in the Food Network magazine, and the title of Kids Baking Champion. The season premieres on New Year's Day. We are rooting for you, Lila. Way to go. I hope that she can teach me some baking tricks. That would be awesome.
I was going to say, this is so impressive. It is crazy, like, when you see the chefs pop up on Instagram and they're like 12, and I'm like, how did you make that steak so well?
Yeah, baking is not my strong suit. I can cook, but baking is difficult, so way to go, Lila.
Congrats, Lila. All right, time now, 8:29, 45 degrees.
Hey everyone, happy holidays. I want to test out my KSAT colleagues' knowledge of Christmas carols and their lyrics. So I got my fancy tuner fork. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Up on the housetop. You ready?
Yeah, like I know the Jackson 5 version of it. Okay.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys.
All for the little ones.
And the boys.
And the Beastie Boys. Girls and boys.
Christmas joys?
That's it! I was right? Yes, you were right. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Santa. Great job.
I'm rusty. Forgive me.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy Saturday. It is December 16th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So yesterday, we were driving back from Austin. My parents are visiting. First time ever in Austin. San Antonio's better. But we actually got barbecue in Austin yesterday. Wasn't that great?
Oh my
goodness. So I'm taking them places here in San Antonio in a bit.
Yeah.
But regardless, coming back, we got hit with the rain, with the fog, with the traffic. It was like 2.5 hour drive. Please tell me today's going to be beautiful out.
Yeah, when you were coming back to San Antonio, cold front was moving through. So we did have rain. We've had clouds for the last few days, but today, sunny skies. That's what we've got in store for us. Now, as we take a look at temperatures in San Antonio, it's 45 degrees, 44 in Kerrville, 43 in Rock Springs, 46 in Del Rio, and a chilly morning in Pleasanton at 48. But today's forecast does call for a quick warm up under sunny skies. So we'll be in the 50s at 10, 60s at noon, and 65 for the high. Winds are going to be a little breezy today. That's the only kind of hiccup in the weather. Winds will be from the north, gusting up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. And if you have Christmas or holiday party plans tonight, know that it's going to get chilly fairly quickly after sunset, close to 5:40. Temperatures will be in the 40s by 10, so don't get caught without the jacket. Now, in the pollen count, this is also not such great news. Molds are high from yesterday's rain. And on top of that, Mount Cedar has risen too. It's moderate at 170. So not a great day for those of us allergy sufferers out there. Finally, but we will be seeing sun all weekend long. Mainly quiet this week, but rain chances will return by Friday. And then lastly, I do want to show you a Christmas sneak peek, still about 10, 11 days away, but something to keep in mind when we're looking at the Christmas forecast. Those details in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Sarah. San Antonio is Military City, USA, and a San Antonio veteran is warning other disabled veterans about her car being towed just steps from her front door. So take a look. This is Margaret Sanders. She discovered her vehicle had been towed. And the reason? She added new license plates. Now, she discovered there was an agreement between her apartment complex and a towing company, Bear Towing Company, that gave them permission to haul vehicles with plates that aren't registered. She says, simply, there should be more compassion for our local disabled veterans.
So what do you do now?
Well, cry over the money that I just had to spend out, the $295. But, I mean, people need to care more about people than money.
And we reached out to Bear Towing. They sent a lengthy statement explaining the agreement with the apartment complex, saying it is all part of their security efforts. In part, they said, quote, the presence of disabled veteran license plates does not exempt any vehicle from parking regulations. You can read that full statement and much more on the story. Here from Margaret Sanders, just head to KSAT.com. And speaking of Military City, USA, every year, wreaths across America, they place wreaths on military headstones for the holiday season. Now this year, a local man partnering with nonprofit Community for Veterans Families, and they're doing so, this partnership, it's going to cover the San Antonio National Cemetery in wreaths. Wesley Salmons frequents the graves of soldiers who pay his respects, and he says the least he can do is try and make sure every headstone has an adornment for the holiday season.
It's absolutely heart-rending. It's the most thoughtful thing that I've ever done is to place a wreath on those that can no longer give.
San Antonio National Cemetery. It is located at 517 Paso Hondo Street. Community for Veterans families say wreaths will start arriving around 9 this morning. And if you want to step up and help out, you are invited to go. Well, local musician and Nickelodeon star Austin Mahone is doing his part to help the community he loves. Mahone will be hosting a toy giveaway event today along with Lil J and Icon Talks. Now, this is the third year for the event. Mahone says he'll take every opportunity to give back to the Alamo City.
When you get to do it for the people of San Antonio, the kids specifically, and you get to see how excited they get when they get a new toy or a few new toys for their siblings and all that, like, it just makes it all worth it, you know? It really does. And that's why we do it.
The toy giveaway going on today from noon to 4 at El Remedio. Now, that located on a Research Drive in Huebner. Toys, bikes, puzzles, and so much more given out to local San Antonio families. If you're interested in participating, you can read all about it. Just head to KSAT.com. In your morning money news, for the first time since August, mortgage rates are under 7%. New data from Freddie Mac shows the rate dropped to an average of 6.95%, still high considering the last 20 years, but that is down from 7.3% the previous week. Now, this marks the 7th straight week that these rates have gone down. The Federal Reserve has paused their rate increases because inflation has been improving. And a new survey from Wallet Hub, friend of the show, asked almost 300 people about their New Year's resolutions. Well, you guessed it. Data shows almost 50% of people surveyed, they're making financial resolutions. I would have said fitness resolutions. That is 36% more people for 2024 compared to 2023. For the New Year's spending cut category, nearly 3 in 4 Americans plan to spend less money on New Year's plans this year than last year. The survey also finds nearly 1 in 4 people think, well, this is not great. About 25% of people think 2024 will be worse for their wallets than 2023. And a report from the Commerce Department shows retail sales rebounded last night 0.3% after declining in October. So people are spending more money. That makes sense because holidays right around the corner. Economists had expected another drop. So this excludes sales and gas and whatnot. Retail sales actually rose by an even stronger 0.6%. And that's because of the continued resilience from consumers. Inflation easing, job market remaining strong, but this also could just be the fact that people are spending much more on their credit card because credit card and credit for the American household is at record highs. Time now, just about 8:40, 45 degrees. Well, Google releasing the top searches made by families here in the Alamo City. We're going to take a look at what was buzzing around this year. That's right after the break. But first, quick live look out at the Alamo City. The sun is up. It is going to be a gorgeous day. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast in just a few moments. Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend. So, the year is winding down, and Google has released 2023's biggest searches for the city of San Antonio. We have some fun facts for you. The Alamo City, the only city in the country that had dessert near me ranked in the top 5 searches, and Panaderia near me. That took the 5th most searched spot. Veterinarian near me, we have a lot of dog-friendly people around here, being the most popular search for businesses here in the Alamo City.
And it's good to know people are taking care of their pets.
Of course.
As for TV shows, The Last of Us was the top show search in our area. And as for music, The Eras Tour placed #1, despite Taylor Swift not really stopping here. And we all know San Antonio loves their sports, especially boxing. 4 of the 5 top searches for versus were for boxing matches, with Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder coming in at #1.
It's funny because we were talking in the break and we thought for sure Wemby would be like the #1 Google search.
Wemby versus everyone. That would pretty much be the top search there. And hey, the Spurs won last night, finally ending that 18-streak losing streak.
Yeah, 4-20. Let's go. This is the start of a winning streak.
We're looking forward to seeing how the Spurs turn it around eventually. But hey, also looking forward to sunshine. That is the #1 weather headline this weekend. Finally, seeing some sun in San Antonio. after a few days of cloudy skies. As for the forecast, a 12-hour forecast, we are quickly going to warm. You know, it's in the 40s right now, but by 10, it'll be 54. Notice, too, that winds are going to pick up. Winds will be from the north, sustained at 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour, with a few gusts up to 25 or even 30 miles per hour possible this afternoon. It'll be 61 at noon, and in the afternoon, 65 for the high. Quickly cooling this evening for any kind of plans later on tonight. So even though you won't need the jacket in the afternoon, when temperatures reach into the 60s, you will want it in the evening hours. In fact, here's a look at today's forecast highs all across south central Texas. In the hill country in Kerrville, it's going to be 62 degrees, 64 in Rock Springs, 68 in Del Rio, 71 in Cotulla, 66 in Canyon Lake, a little closer view to San Antonio, 64 in Bulverde and in Boerne, 63 in Comfort, 68 in Nixon and in Floresville, 68 in Poteet, and 65 in Uvalde. We have got dry air in place. You know, yesterday we had a cold front move through. That cold front brought in that drier air, allowed us to see some sunshine today. But with dry air comes quickly cooling temperatures. So as I mentioned, later on tonight, temperatures are going to quickly cool. And by tomorrow morning, we'll actually be in the 30s in San Antonio. Now, I do believe we'll be above freezing in San Antonio, so you don't necessarily need to worry about your plants. Of course, make sure your pets have a warm place to stay regardless of if it's freezing or not outside. 36 will be the low in New Braunfels and 35 in Devine. There will be a few pockets in the hill country where temperatures could dip to freezing briefly. We're talking maybe an hour of temperatures at or just below 32 degrees. So if you live in the higher elevations and you want to be safe rather than sorry, maybe consider bringing in those potted plants. But again, this is going to be such a light freeze up in the hill country and no freeze in San Antonio metro area. Next up, let's talk about how the week ahead will be mainly quiet, but we'll see a rain chance by Friday. We've got high pressure system moving in place. That's going to keep things dry for us until our next rain chance, which will arrive mainly on Friday. This is a look at Thursday, the 21st. There's going to be a low pressure system spinning and bringing energy across parts of Texas. By Friday, isolated to widely scattered showers are possible, not only in San Antonio, but across central Texas. Then by Saturday and Sunday, the chance for light rain continues, about 30%. Sunday, of course, being Christmas Eve, there is still a possibility for some rain by Sunday. Speaking of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, let's take an early look at your Christmas sneak peek. Here's a look at that. This is Christmas Eve on Sunday, a small rain chance. Looks like temperatures are going to be in the 60s for us. So not too hot, not too cold. Goldilocks, just right Christmas weather for us. There is a small possibility we could see some of that rain linger into Christmas Day, and we're still early in the forecast, so we'll be able to refine this. But for now, this is what we have. Small chance for rain on Sunday and mostly cloudy on Christmas Day with temperatures in the 60s. Otherwise, the week ahead is going to be nice and quiet for most of the week. Chilly mornings, cool and comfortable afternoons with rain returning on Friday. And we'll return right after the break with more news.
Good morning, welcome back. San Antonio firefighters having their wrap party today, and they're asking for volunteers to come help wrap toys for local kids. So our photographer, photojournalist Alexa's out there right now. Let's see if we can get a live look at what is going on. All right, so here you go. This is the live look. Look at all those presents. This is the fire department's wrap party. For so many years, Santa's firefighter toy drive been able to deliver toys to thousands of kids across the Alamo City. The Toy Drive program began with the kindness of one individual firefighter. Now the entire city takes part in providing gifts for families across San Antonio. SAFD also will be personally delivering all of the donated toys. Volunteers are welcome to join today. This is starting right here in just a couple minutes, 9 a.m. and it goes until noon, although it looks like they're already hard at work. Look at that. So this is all at the Fire Training Academy on Callahan Road. Fire department asking all volunteers, bring your own wrapping paper and your own tape. And of course, thank you to the firefighters and the volunteers for everything you do, especially right now, helping all the families across our community. And for so many students. Yesterday, get this, was the last day of the fall semester. So let's take a look. We have the winter break schedules on the screen right now. These districts are off from December 18th to January 3rd. Northside, San Antonio Northeast, Comal, Bernie, and Alamo Heights ISD. December 18th to January 9th. Randolph Field ISD is off. And then December 18th to January 4th. Edgewood and Idea Public Schools are on break. And here we go. Judson getting off from the 18th to the 8th. It's a pretty long break. And East Central ISD has off from December 22nd to January 8th. Finally, we have December 22nd to January 9th for South Santa ISD, Medina Valley, Schertz-Cibolo, Universal City, Fort Sam Houston, and Somerset ISD all on break. And on December 25th to the January 9th, Southwest ISD is off. So have fun, be safe, be smart, enjoy the family time. All right, we're having fun this weekend. We have a chance to open your home to pets in need. Today and tomorrow, Petco and San Antonio Pets Alive partnering up, waiving all adoption fees for all their pets. Those adoption locations, they're on your screen right now. If you have to squint like me to see the actual locations, we have so much more information. I mean, what a better Christmas present than a cute little puppy. Just head to KSAT.com for all of that info. Time now, 8:54, 47 degrees. We've been talking about brisket a little bit through the morning. Well, a downtown San Antonio staple landing on, get this, the New York Times 23 Best American Dishes of 2023. If you haven't had their breakfast yet, don't worry, we're going to give you an inside look. Good morning and welcome back. So this week, you've probably seen it on KSAT.com. The New York Times dropped an article titled 23 of the Best American Dishes of 2023. Throughout which the publication's team of food writers revealed their picks for the best dishes they ate throughout the year. Among those 23 dishes, this is why we're talking about it, the brisket taco from Garcia's Mexican Food, located on Fredericksburg, right here in San Antonio. The restaurant says it is blessed. They are thankful for the recognition. We want to congratulate Garcia's and
we got
the family.
The tacos.
So our producer MJ Anosh, she brought us the tacos.
The salsa verde, which I think is, a jalapeno and serrano.
Oh, okay.
Verde.
So go for it.
I have not really had breakfast yet.
Okay, so this is perfect. I'm going to be honest. Our director, Ralph, had got me this taco months before because he's the head of the New York Times, because he's the best. And it's amazing.
This is so good.
It is phenomenal.
It's delicious. Oh my gosh, the brisket.
Here's my, so they're asking me to take a bite.
Why are you not trying it?
Well, all right, we got, okay. I mean,
really
it's
good.
amazing. It's amazing. We know this is amazing. And hopefully it lets people around the world recognize San Antonio's culinary expertise.
Yeah, it's not every day at work that I get to eat brisket tacos, and not every day that I get to eat the best brisket taco. Yeah. This is amazing.
It is amazing. If I weren't like trying to avoid eating on air.
Max is so embarrassed.
I don't like to eat on air.
He hates eating on television.
But this is fantastic.
But he did it for us, so thank you, Max.
Just for you and our producer, MJ. All right, we have a lot more to come that is not going to be food-oriented. I'm going to finish this during the break.
Same.
We will be right back. Good morning and welcome back. All right, we're checking in with our photojournalist, Alexis. She is at a live event going on right now with the San Antonio Fire Department. They're having their wrap party, so volunteers, they're still needed. It just started. You're wrapping toys for local children at this event. Get this, it's been able to deliver toys to thousands of kids across the Alamo City. It goes from 9 until noon. It is at the Fire Training Academy on Callahan Road. Now, firefighters asking all volunteers, bring your own wrapping paper, your own tape. And of course, thank you to the volunteers and the firefighters for helping thousands of families across our community during the holiday season. It really is an amazing event each and every year. And it's awesome to see local families step up and help out. It's a lot of, Sarah, Texans helping Texans.
Yep, spreading that holiday cheer. We love to see it. And I don't know about you, Max, but I'm feeling refreshed after that brisket taco.
So if you're just joining us for the morning, we just had the brisket taco in, New York Times top 23 of 2023 from Garcia's. And it was delicious.
It was delicious.
Oh.
Not exaggerating. Absolutely
we did
great.
miss the opportunity to steal David Elder's That's the Bite.
Oh, man. Well, I guess we'll just have to watch Texas Eats later to make up for it.
10 a.m. Shameless plug.
Hey, you know, it is going to be a beautiful day, Max. I'm so happy the sun is out. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend, all in all. You know, we were talking about Chamber of Commerce weather for all of those visiting San Antonio for the holidays. It's going to be beautiful. It is a little chilly out there right now. It is 48 degrees in San Antonio. Well, actually now up to 50. Just an indication that the atmosphere is quickly warming, but it's still chilly. 51 in New Braunfels, 51 in Seguin, 46 in Bertie and Kerrville in the Hill Country. And check out those winds. Winds are from the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. They're only going to pick up. It is going to be a bit of a windy day, all because this front has moved through. It's currently pushing across the Mississippi, bringing behind it some gusty conditions. In fact, the pollen count does not look good today, really, because those winds picked up a little mountain cedar. Mountain cedar is moderate, and yesterday we had some rain, so molds are up there too. High past 1,400, so not a great day in the pollen count, but at least the weather is going to be beautiful. 65 today with a few gusts of up to 30 miles per hour possible, so a windy and sunny Saturday. Tomorrow morning we'll be at 38 degrees in the morning, so a chilly start to the day, but a beautiful afternoon near 70 degrees. Speaking of tomorrow morning, there will be some of us, especially up in the Hill Country, that briefly see freezing. I'll show you which neighborhoods will potentially see a light freeze early tomorrow morning, coming up in just a bit. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. A lot of news to tell you about. And new this morning, some startling news. 2 people in the hospital after being shot while just walking downtown overnight. Take a look. This is what we know. Police tell us that this happened just before 2:30 this morning. The shooting happened at the intersection of East Commerce and South Alamo. Police say not exactly sure what led up to the shooting. They did receive information about several people being involved. There are people who are detained for questioning. No suspects have been identified yet, but 2 guns were found on the scene. Still under investigation. We are told at least one of those victims of the 2 who were shot, one of them are expected to be okay. And another shooting to tell you about. One woman in the hospital this morning after a separate shooting on the city's east side. Police say this one happening just before 10 last night. This at the intersection of Burnett and Walter Street. The woman telling police someone in a car pulled up and began shooting at her. Now, the victim shot, taken to the hospital. She's expected to recover. Investigation still ongoing, but at last check, no suspect in custody. And a story that we told you about yesterday. We're learning more about the body that was found in northwest Bexar County. So the Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar says the body that was found is 51-year-old Pete Gonzalez Aguaya. Now, the sheriff says he's a resident of San Marcos who was reported missing last month. Now, his body discovered this past Saturday. We told you about it first here on KSAT GMSA Weekend. And it was found on Escondido Road in the northwest part of Bexar County. While there's still a lot of questions about the case, the sheriff did share that the victim's body showed signs that it was dragged to the location. So if you have any information that can help in the case, investigators are asking you for you to call BCSO. That number at the bottom of your screen, 210-335-6000. And BCSO, not the only investigative unit asking for your help. San Antonio Police and Crime Stoppers also asking for your assistance, trying to find the man on your screen. So take a look. Investigators say this man is responsible for making a terroristic threat just yesterday and made that threat at St. Matthew's Catholic Church. Police responded to a call just before 2 about the suspect entering the church requesting to meet with the priest. After being told there wasn't one available, the suspect allegedly said he had a car full of explosives. Now, police are still searching for him, so if you have any information, that number, bottom of your screen, this one for Crime Stoppers, 210-224-STOP. Well, we are Military City, USA, and we have a story about a local veteran who is warning other tenants living in their apartments that she felt disrespected by her car being towed, and it was towed away right just steps from her front door. Patty Santos spoke to the veteran and shares her story.
I'm a 70-year-old veteran living on a fixed income during Christmas, and they want to charge me $295.26.
That's how much Margaret Sanders had to pay to get her vehicle back after bear towing hauled it away from the parking spot in front of her front door.
We don't have assigned parking, and it's a big complex, so you park wherever you can park.
At first, she was confused about why her car was towed. After a few phone calls, she thinks it's because she just got a new license plate days before it was towed.
The apartment management didn't want to talk about this case, but they say it's explained in the tenant's contract, and they also say it's posted right here in these signs.
Signs that say all vehicles must be registered to park.
Your understanding is that they just kind of come around and scan license plates?
That's my understanding.
I emailed and called Bear Towing and got a statement back saying the property management and towing company enforce vehicle license plate registration as part of their security efforts, adding, quote, that the presence of disabled veteran license plate does not exempt any vehicle from parking regulations, whether on public or private property. In the spring, KSAT told you about another disabled veteran who was left stranded in an incident over a handicapped veteran license plate involving the same towing company.
So what do you do now?
Well, cry over the money that I just had to spend out, the $295. But, I mean, people need to care more about people than money.
Sanders now warns other apartment tenants and veterans to be on alert.
Compassion is lost.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
In your morning national headlines, former New York mayor and attorney for the former president, Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, well, he has now been ordered to pay $148 million in damages to 2 former Georgia election workers. So the women sued Giuliani for defamation. This in the aftermath of him spreading lies about them while trying to keep then President Donald Trump in power after the 2020 election loss. Now, both women claim that they suffered harassment, even racist threats as a result of Giuliani's claims. Still unclear if Giuliani will be able to pay all the cash because, it is $148 million. Also, you have to consider that one of his former attorneys has sued him over unpaid legal fees. Of course, when you have damages of $148 million, Giuliani, like most people, will be appealing. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says Friends star Matthew Perry died from the effects of ketamine. Perry died October 28th after being found unresponsive in the swimming pool of his home. The autopsy results just released yesterday. The report also found the late actor drowned in the heated end of the pool, and that was a secondary factor in his death. Before passing, Perry had been taking ketamine infusion therapy to deal with depression and anxiety. He was only 54 years old. Jeopardy will have only one host next year, and it is not the actress and author Mayim Bialik. Instead, it will be former contestant and current co-host Ken Jennings. According to a spokesperson for Sony, the decision was made to have only one host to, quote, maintain continuity for viewers, end quote. Jeopardy says they are grateful and hope to continue working with her on primetime specials. Time now, 9:10, 48 degrees. All right, we have so many amazing family-friendly events going on in and around San Antonio, but as fun as it's going to be, it also means traffic could be a little chaotic. Still ahead, a look at what it's going to look like in the downtown area so that you guys can plan ahead. And after the break, a special introduction to Timothy the Hippo at the San Antonio Zoo.